Welcome to a wholesale product sourcing training. Tonight we're gonna dive deep into canned food. So if you are someone who is either a reseller doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, this is for you. If you have been doing wholesale but not really getting profitable products, this is for you. If you are a brand owner who wants to improve the way you source, if you're a wannabe brand owner who wants to improve their sourcing skills as well, this is for you. This is literally for everybody. So let's get started. Amazon already recommend specific niches. He's gonna, if I say food, he's gonna immediately give you a set of ideas. Now there are different ways we can do this. You can go in the search bar and let them inspire you. Or we can go into a specific department, a category that you want to put your fingers into, which is, let's say, the grocery world. We're going to go here. We're going to go into food and grocery. And you can have another set of ideas. Let's say that we want to go in grocery and gourmet. And here we go. It already suggests a new range of niches and ideas, potential products, because people is already buying these products. Maybe you bought in the past something along these lines, so they will always match what you usually buy, what people are buying the most with your research. You can literally get yourself inspired with, these are niches like candy and chocolate. This is not even a micro niche. We're gonna go even more in deep with everything tonight, but snacks, beverage, breakfast, coffee, cooking and baking, baby food, the sky is the limit. This is why it is not effective for you to just jump from one niche to another, from one category to another. Stay focused, you're gonna get there faster. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna look into canned food. Now, even when you type in canned food on Amazon, again, it's gonna give you more ideas, and you always start with what is in front of you. Let them inspire you, because this is what people are looking for right now. This is what, when people type canned food, they're getting as results. Now, if you are a reseller, you want to be a reseller, I would not recommend to go in something like organizers, organizer storage, leads, because this is usually going to find yourself in really private label-y kind of niches. But if you are a wannabe private label, or if you are a brand owner, this is exactly where you want to go. Let's try with just canned food, because I'm not even interested into the deals. Once we're here to cut the head right off, we're going to use AMZScout Pro AI. We're going to use, you can use some of their filters to filter out. You can apply the filters. The filters are here to help you, support you, and make your life so much faster. You can say, I want a maximum amount of, I'm not sure, like let's say is 20 sellers on the listing. Some categories, some products, they have 80 sellers on the listing. Let's avoid that. Now, if you are a private label, like a brand, want to be a brand, I highly recommend to put 1 to 2 sellers to begin with, just to have a look at what is going on with the brand, because 1 to 2 sellers on a listing usually means this is a brand, this is a brand owner. So it's going to help you understand what are brands doing. The brands that are maybe smaller brands, they're huge brands, but they don't have resellers on their listing, so they do everything themselves. You can choose how many ratings, but at the beginning I will literally not go too much into a filter, because you might actually end up removing yourself from the opportunities instead of helping yourself out. So for resellers, let's add at least 3 people on the, okay, let me try again. 3, 2, 30. It's okay. Sometimes it would be best. Not everybody wants to compete against Amazon. So if you don't want to compete against Amazon on a listing, you can literally cut them out. That's for now. We're just going to demonstrate some of what the magic of this software. For now, we're just going to demonstrate a bit of the magic that this software can do. Also, we're going to go for estimated revenue higher first. So we're just going to still charging a, ooh la la, 30 days. Now, when you want to be a reseller, I highly recommend to go by revenue higher first, and also check out the score for reselling. Now, because it's a 6, it doesn't actually mean this is a bad product. You want to make sure that you are. It doesn't mean that is if it has a 6 score for reselling, it doesn't mean it's actually a bad product. Let me show you why. Because you, aside from the estimated revenue, you want to really see how many sellers are on. Now, Amazon is a seller on these products. So what we're gonna do, as we were saying, sometimes adding filters is going to make your life more difficult than what it actually is. So we're just gonna let it be. We're still in the canned food and still in higher profit first. So immediately we have a Quacker at almost 1 million a month. That's insane. Still a 6, and let's have a look at how many sellers. So a couple of sellers. Amazon is a little bit everywhere. Let's have a look at this. This guy is just one seller, so obviously Spam Classic. Okay, these guys have not much of selling. Remember one thing, when you at first start looking for products as a reseller, just because one product of one brand is not making so much money every month, it doesn't mean that the brand doesn't have other products that are making a really good amount per month. So we don't get discouraged like that. Let me go back. Here we are not, it's too generic. It's too generic. Canned food, too generic. So what we're going to do is that we are going to go back into canned food, and we can see chicken, chunk light tuna. Okay. We can get some quick ideas to go a bit more in deep. So one idea could be tuna. One idea could be chicken noodle soups. If we go with something like canned beans, let's have a look. We got over 4,000 results. Not everything is going to be prime, so we're gonna go back to our AMZScout Pro AI. Gonna bring it back to higher profit first. We are going to look at how many competitors and which type of products. We're gonna completely avoid the 1 to 2 sellers on the listing and AMZ as a main seller without anybody else on. Let's find something else. We're going to try with canned pickles. Seems like we're going somewhere. Again, this is not my niche. This is not my category. You have to try. And while you try, you're going to find out products that you would have never even thought about in the first place. And this is exactly why niching down and why taking your time to do the things properly, to do product research properly while nobody is around, while you can be extremely focused on what you're doing is so important. Because it can take a little bit of time, takes it a little bit longer. It can take a little bit of time. It can take a little bit longer. Matter of facts, what if you find a product that is going to sell for you for the next year? Is that time worth the while? Yes. Now, this product is selling 75,000 a month, and there are 5 sellers on. Amazon is on it. We want to look into something where, so there is this one, for example. So Sucker Punch Classic Deal, selling 32,000 with 7 sellers, including some FBA. So this could be our starting point. We also have Amish wedding pickled something. We're gonna find out. So 13,000 in sales with 6 sellers on it. This seems something. Jake and Amos, we got 4 people selling 1,796. Again, we're not looking for products that are in the top 100. We're not looking for products that have hundreds of sellers on. We're not looking for products that are making us 100K per month. We're not looking for that kind of product reselling. There are products that are going to make you 100K in the long run. And it's fine. It's fine. Is your money multiplying for you? It's fine. You need to be patient. Impatience is the killer of all dreams and businesses. Let's figure this out. Because again, if Jake and Amos have a product that's making 2K per month, and yet it's 4 people sharing the 2K per month with one label and go, imagine how many other products Jake and Amos have. And while we're looking for the other products of Jake and Amos, how many other products of other brands, and maybe same type of product, but other brands, other type of products, other brands, we're gonna find. You have to think product sourcing like hunting game. Always remember, Amazon gives you the hints. They want you to find the other products. And this is why they always say frequently bought together. What are their products that people are also buying? And as you can see, now we don't know how much these are selling. That's another part of the game. But you need to remember that this is a 2-pack. And as there is a really good 2-pack, there must be maybe a 6-pack, a 4-pack, one single pack of this product. Now, if Jake and Amos is selling lime and pickles, is Jake and Amos selling other products? Maybe other pickles, maybe other fruit or veg, like fruit I doubt, but maybe other veggies that are pickled. Yes, absolutely. In fact, here they got baby beets pickled. If we scroll down, we can see the jalapeno peppers sliced. If it's sliced, this gives me a hint, which is like probably there is also jalapeno peppers non-sliced. Immediately, they also recommend me other type of brands that are selling similar products or the same kind of products. So I'm gonna check those out as well. And then we also have pickled green tomatoes. So if there is pickled green tomatoes, maybe there is also another color of tomato. The sky is the limit. So if you only pickled garlic, then we got the bundles or selection, 1 and 1, red onion and spicy pickled onion. Then you can get into the kosher products. Again, we just go down a little bit further down. We got related products with free delivery and again we see again the green tomato, the garlic. Then we also have some pickled asparagus from another brand. Now again, maybe Jack and Amos have also the asparagus pickles, and maybe the asparagus is selling way better than their onion or the sliced jalapeno. We're not gonna make assumptions. Businesses are run with data, and we're going to keep going. We're not gonna leave any money on the table, any rock unturned. We're gonna turn all the rocks and make sure that we become the king and queens of pickles. So it's about domination. Jokes aside, Amazon is a domination game. Either you have a brand, you want to launch a brand, or you're doing reselling. If you sell a bit of everything, domination is gonna be possible, but it definitely takes longer, more resources, people, suppliers. While if you really focus, not everybody has all that time, all that money, and all that experience. So when you focus, you can achieve so much more. Sweet cauliflower. And then there is also in brine. So we got the glass jars, we got in small plasticky bags, we get them canned. So can go with food in a jar, we can go with canned pickles, so you can go with pickle and jar as keywords and see where this bring you. We're gonna use again the Pro AI. I can see already a lot of private label products showing up, which is fine, because again, not everybody watching this is actually looking for reselling. Some of you are looking for your next product idea, next product line, or the first product idea. So the score for PL and the score for reselling. If you want to try this out, you can do score for reselling. Again, it's not always super precise. I always That's why it's so important to do sourcing manually as much as with AI and AI tools. 5 sellers here, so it's, as you can see, it's a bit of a like a set. Not entirely convinced. You see where we're going when we go with pickle and jar, just like this with keywords. We're going into untapped territory of private label stuff. But these guys that I believe went viral not long ago are selling 3,000 units a month. There we got. So you see, just changing a little bit the keywords in the search bar is going to bring you to something that is more for private label sellers and brand owners, which is fine. Again, pickle, onion. Okay, let's try with the onion. We're going to also remove jar to try to have it less private label-y. We got about 400 results. So you see how we went from a couple of keywords that bring us like 4,000 of results to just filter it down without using any software and just being a bit more niche, which is in the pickle category. We are leaving it open. Can be in a bag, can be a single pack, can be a jar, can be a can pickle, can be a pack of 2, can be a pack of 6, can be any sort of veg pickle. However, we're getting into the pickle onion in this case. It can be sliced, it can be non-sliced, it can be green tomato, it can be red tomato. We don't care, it doesn't matter. We're gonna run it again. Whip. Let's run it with the score for reselling, higher score of reselling. These guys are making about 9K per month. Also, it's seasonal. Pickles are all year round, but there are certain moments throughout the year, maybe the holiday season, where pickles go crazy. We got a Grillo pickles is a 10 for reselling and is above 17,000. Is about how many people? 2 sellers. I love to be in higher rating score for resellers, but definitely more than 2 sellers, because so many times when they say 2 sellers, is actually the same seller, so the brand owner, selling merchant and FBA at the same time. So they show in the software as 2 different sellers, but instead it's 1. So we just stay away. That's why if you use the filter and you are a reseller, I always do from 3 up as reseller in the filter. But this one seems more interesting, the Jeff Garden pickle. They're making 3,000. Again, the goal here is to find a niche product, a door, a supplier. We have to go in order. So we're gonna just check this out. We got a nice and strong Amazon choice. Jeff Garden, if you're watching this, come and hire me, because you are missing so many incredible images. You could make so much more money. So if you're watching this, give me a call. Let me see. We are number 16,000 in BSR in grocery and gourmet food, which is brilliant, especially for the .com. And then immediately below is gonna also push Amazon. Cheeky Amazon is gonna also push other brands, different type of product, still in the pickle. Same brand, different products. And you can get lost for days. Remember to always scroll down so you can see this. Of course, with the AMZScout, if you already have profitability, so you have your supplier. In the academy, we use prompts to find suppliers, so it takes you about 2 minutes instead of weeks. Definitely you can already calculate how this is going. If you are a brand owner, don't forget to use the keyword tracker, and then you can also use the stock stats. As a reseller is really good to understand how many units of a certain product they have in stock. Now, Today, for some reason, of course, when I need it, it's not visible, but we're gonna make it work. You can check it out in other ways. Of course, then we're gonna find out about who are these sellers on the listing, the 10 sellers that AMZScout told us about, and we're gonna look for the giants. We can look for Grandiose Goods. We can look for this guy over here as an example. And we can actually use AMZScout to save us hours and hours and hours to check what are the products that these guys are selling. Cheeky, cheeky strategy for sure, but very much needed. They have probably a lot of products. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go with score for reselling. Lacanto Classic. Okay, so we got 5, 4, 7, 17, 11. These are great products. And ooh, I mean, I want to be one of these. 11 sellers sharing almost 1 million in sales a month. Not too bad. So we're gonna definitely go and check what are these guys selling. They have a lot of different variations. Some of the products are Amazon is a seller, so once again you can go here. You can, as a reseller, you can definitely filter this out and just say I want FBA and merchant. We're gonna apply. Something happened. So you're gonna basically spend your time exploring what these guys have, and they have over 2,000 active products. So to not get lost and stay focused, because we saw there is opportunity in pickles. For example, we are just going to put pickles as a keyword. I'm going to put pickles here. They have 24 results. So pickles is not the main type of product that they're selling. So we want to maybe try different keywords and understand what other products in the food and grocery and the gourmet category they are selling, and then you take it from there. For example, we said also this guy over here. So we're going to take pickles and we're going to look into his store. He has 19. So he got Wickles. Yes, we do. And this is what we're talking about. People, where are these guys buying these brands? From the same 2 to 3 suppliers. If they buy pickles and they sell pickles and they sell pickles of different brands and different type of veggies and different cuts and different colors of the veggies, you can rest assured they buy from the same supplier. This is how the big guys play the Amazon game. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this sourcing session has inspired you. I hope you have enjoyed this session today and we got you up, running and motivated to get AMZscout. Grab your promo code, click the link and get going and start your journey today.